Yo, what is going on, guys? So I came across this video in my recommended over here on YouTube, and I don't usually cover the stuff that YouTube recommends me, but this video, I think this man makes some good points, first of all, and second of all, I think he is feeling the same way that a lot of men are feeling these days as it relates to women, as it relates to dating, as it relates to marriage. I think a lot of guys are in the same exact headspace as this man right here. And to be honest, I don't really blame them. Okay, so I don't really know who this guy is. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the pinned comment if you want to go and check out this video. But I do think he makes some good points. And I think he, resonates with how a lot of men are feeling these days. So let's jump into it. Guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
I can no longer trust or believe any woman on this planet. I'm being dead ass. I don't believe anything they say. It sounds strange, but I'm at the point where the moment a female opens her mouth, I'm just like, you're lying. You're lying to me. I don't believe you. She could be telling me about all the good cantaloupe at the grocery store that she found. I don't believe you. I don't believe that you even saw cantaloupe. I don't believe the grocery store had cantaloupe, actually. So I believe that you fucked a guy over by the pineapple. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I mean, bro, I don't even know how dudes get in relationships today. How do you even get into a relationship? If the chick is over the age of 21 or 22, she's probably slept with at least, bare minimum, 15 dudes already.
Now, here is the part, okay, so let's just address this. As soon as men say stuff like this, you'll have these women come out of the woodwork and they will start, calling you insecure. Okay, they'll start calling you all sorts of names. They'll say that, oh, you're just, you're an incel, okay? You just don't get attention from women and you're just bitter and you're just upset. But the fact of the matter is, this guy makes a good point. Trying to have long-term relationships, bonds, marriages with these women, even ones who are in their, early 20s and things like this, their pair bonding ability is completely fried, man. Like, a lot of them, this guy is correct. A lot of them have been with an incredible amount of guys by this point. And it sounds stupid, right? There's probably a lot of maybe older guys watching this who, maybe it was different back in those generations, but these days, man, like some of these women are just absolutely beyond control. And when I say some, I do mean a lot of them. I do mean a very, very large percentage of these women, okay? It's absolutely no joke. I think this guy's spot on, man. I think a lot of the women in this age bracket, especially onwards, like their pair bonding ability is just completely fried. They're never going to respect you. They're oftentimes always going to be thinking about some other guy. And it's just, not marriage, not long-term relationship material. The women will eventually end up leaving your ass for something that they perceive to be better anyway.
Probably times that by 10. No, 1,500 dudes she's probably had in her DMs on all her apps, social media apps and dating apps and all that stuff. I mean, the amount of pics that she's probably been sent, the amount of dicks that she's probably seen, not just in person, but on a screen, bro. Man. And you want to like buy roses at Giant. Well, Giant is a is a grocery store. I don't know what grocery store you have where you live, but you want to buy roses at the grocery store and like take her on a date and stuff, and like make little dating app profiles that say like, you know, your favorite TV show was Game of Thrones, but you hated the ending, and like you just need somebody that can understand that, and who you can talk with about, you know, Interstellar or something. Like, bro, what are you doing?
See, I think this is a great point as well, man. Is like, you know, a lot of these men, they don't have anything against traditional behaviors. You know, buying women roses, being romantic, taking them out on dinner dates, all of that sort of thing. But the thing is, men begin to feel a little bit stupid, okay, when they're required to do it for modern day women. Does that make sense? Because again, like, the issue isn't with the behavior themselves. The issue isn't, oh, I don't want to take women out to dinner because, you know, women will accuse you of being broke, okay? You know, they'll insult you and say it's for XYZ reason. A lot of guys actually would like to be romantic guys, but there's no point in doing it. Number one, the women don't respect you for doing it. Number two, it's embarrassing. You know, like, you're really going to invest this heavily in a woman whose pair bonding ability is completely fried. You know, like, imagine marrying one of these women guys, okay? And then you've got some other dude who sees her get married on social media, and he's thinking to himself, my goodness, some of the things that I have seen that woman do, I'm glad I'm not the one marrying her. Like, it's so embarrassing. And women don't seem to understand this. They try and gaslight men all the time. You know, oh, men should take me out to dinner. Like, no, I'm not buying you dinner. I'm completely with this guy, man. I'm not buying you dinner, not getting you roses. You've been with a whole bunch of different dudes. Why don't you go and ask the other men that are in your DMs, and you can get them to take you out to dinner? Okay, go try your luck with the simps and stop treating men just like they're idiots. I totally agree with this guy, man. You know, you go out there to the grocery store, you get roses for these women, like, you're essentially cosplaying a clown at that point.
Why? This whole system is like, you can't do nothing with it. All these women, you can't even believe anything that they say. You get in a relationship, how many dudes you been with? What's your body count? Oh, it's like 4. No, it's not. That's a lie. What? Why would you accuse me of lying? You're accusing me of lying? Yeah, I'm accusing you of lying. You're a liar.
Just by the way, I mean, by the time they have 4 anyway, like, that's, you know, women will say 4 like it's a low number. You know, but again, these are, like, for lack of a better word, guys, these are soul bonds, okay? And I'm not really one to use esoteric language, but, you know, you attach to other human individuals when you do this crap. And that's why I say, by the way, it's not good for men as well. I don't think it's good for men's, you know, overall well-being to go and hook up with a bunch of these women. I think you're probably going to end up catching something. Okay, you're probably going to get some sort of a disease. They're tiring to deal with. The women are headaches and so on. But yeah, like, women will throw around these numbers because they think that you'll believe them. That's number one. And number two, they're not even good numbers. Like, oh, guys, you know, my wife, okay, who's wearing the white wedding dress down the aisle, don't worry about it. She's only been with 4 to 5 different dudes. Like, why? Why even bother with the tradition at that point? Like, let's be honest with each other. And I do agree with this man, you know, this guy here. They'll just lie. Like, the numbers that women throw out are just complete nonsense, man. And they kind of give you the number that they expect you to believe as well. Like, and the thing is, if you're really not judgmental, again, you're one of these guys who is really not judgmental. You're just asking questions to, you know, not even in a dating situation, right? Some of the women will tell you the most outlandish crap about the things that they've done or their friends have done and things like this. They probably won't tell you that in a direct one-to-one dating situation, but, you know, women tell on themselves all the time. If you get them talking about this stuff, Like, you know, you'll start to hear some numbers that are different from 4, let me tell you.
You've barely known me for 5 minutes. We just sat down. We have our first drink. Yeah, I know. You're a liar. You're lying to me. How do I know that? Prove it to me. How does a woman prove that? How does a woman prove that, bro? We're fucked. We're fucked. Women have body counts of 15 plus by the age they're 20. By the time they're 25, they're in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's just the good ones. Like, how do I not believe that every woman out here is just just undercover? I can't look at her phone. She's not going to give me her phone. But like, really what I want to say is, give me your phone. When we sit down to a date, I take her to, well, I'm not even going to date. I'm not taking you anywhere. But if I was one of these cuck dudes that's just head in the clouds, no idea what's going on, making dating app profiles, saying that he loves the Outer Banks in September, and that's his best trip of the year. What if I was that dude? God help him. You know, if I just want to, if I took her on a date, I would just want to immediately before saying anything, before even asking her name, I don't even need to know your name. Just give me your phone. Unlock it. Give me it. If a woman won't do that, I'm not dating her. I'm not gonna be with her, bro. I'm not gonna be with her. I don't believe in phones, bro. I don't believe women should have phones. There, I said it.
And you know what? This dude, when he speaks about, show me your phone, again, I think he's absolutely correct, because what would happen? This is why women don't give you their phones, by the way. Like, this is absolutely why. If she gives you her phone, you're going to be able to see what exactly you're dating, right? And a lot of these women, they don't actually want to show that because they know it would run you away. If you were to actually look through these women's phones, man, there'd be a bunch of dudes on Instagram, bunch of dudes on Snapchat, all of these sorts of things. And this is why the women don't share their phones. They'll never actually sit down and do this. And I totally agree. I think this is a great way to do vetting, but of course it'll never actually work because, but the thing is, because it'll never work, I think it's a good sign, right? If you sit down and you say, hey, show me your phone, and she won't, it's just a wrap right there anyway. But I do think this man makes some good points, guys. We're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.